Okay. According to U.S. Code 18, the willful and malicious setting of fire to any building, structures, vessels, machinery, building materials, military vessels, military equipment, munitions, or attempt or conspiracy is arson. This punishment can have up to 25 years in prison if there's loss of life, life imprisonment, or death. Fines to repair said damages. Some of the history for this includes the Revolutionary War. This penalty in 1971, death penalty was removed from crime of arson. Statistics had shown that there had been a death because of arson since at least 1856. This was originally put into effect because of the North American conflict between the locals and British. In the 1770s, the Revolutionary conflict and the 7-Year War between the French and British showed why arson was being utilized as much as it had been. This was due to its ease of access and the overall use for against military and civilian equipment. But it's also been utilized in Cuba. The sugarcane was primarily a product sold from Cuba and had been for at least 4 decades. Between 1868 and the 1950s, sugarcane fields were set on fire to fight the different class systems. Laborers, slaves would set fields on fire to get better working conditions. Sergeants and bandits would set fires to combat unjust governments. In 1935, a decree was passed that stipulated the death penalty and or life imprisonment if convicted of arson. Current forms of arson are used in different terrorist attacks, including the Earth Liberation Front, which utilizes breaking and entry, arson, sabotage, and vandalism in order to make eco-terrorism attacks. These attacks use economic sabotage and guerrilla warfare to stop exploitation and destruction of the environment. In a 24-year period, 10% of these cells utilized arson. Those who are found to use arson are often juveniles, have antisocial behavior, and are significantly more aggressive. High rates of those who do utilize arson have ADHD and behavioral disorders. Motives. Some of the motives for arson include profit, animosity, vandalism, crime concealment, political objectives, and psychopathological facts. Profit includes property insurance claims, business competition, etc. And animosity be burning of an ex-spouse's property or just a neighbor that you wanted to get back at. Vandalism, burning of small properties, bushes, signs, etc. Crime concealment, similar to insurance fraud, but hiding a crime in order to ensure someone's not charged with something. Political could be acts of terrorism, acts of racism, civil disturbance. Psychopathological include mental disorders, schizophrenia, personality disorders, substance misuse, etc. Punishments for arson. Arson has both the first and second degree charge. The first degree charge are much more serious. This is a Class D felony, which includes 38 to 160 months in prison. And then a Class G felony for the second degree, which includes 8 to 31 months in prison. Restitution charges can also occur to fix up and repair some of the damages that occurred.